Hello guys, welcome back. So Loki is being a petty jealous brat today. So let's talk about what he does that. He's been really excited. They've all been really excited because the big day is coming up and we're all excited and we're gonna celebrate. We even started celebrating yesterday and the energy in the house felt real good and everybody's ready to party. And I was in such a good mood, I didn't even mind when a butterfly or two fell here and there. Okay, people would send reviews, sometimes these things fall down, and I was prepared for it. You see them behind me, you stick them up with that sticky tape, they fall down. You stick stuff up on a wall, gravity goes ploof, and Loki goes ploof. And it was clear from the sense of giggly mischief I was getting, he was doing it a lot yesterday. Every time I thought of a butterfly, one came down. I was okay, even laughed the first couple of times he did it. And then, he takes his jokes too far because what he actually likes to do is watch you explode. It's really funny. So he'll keep going, he'll keep going, he'll keep going until you explode, right? Because he loves to make people angry at times. It's his sense of humor. And when I finally exploded, it was late at night. I'm tired. My arthritis is kicking in. Coyotes yapping at me won't shut up. Nobody will leave me alone for 5 damn minutes to read. It's just like, guys, we had a great day, but hey, it's the end of the day. I'm tired. I want to read. I tried to do meditation. Loki wouldn't leave me alone to do meditation. I'm hearing these think sounds. And, people will say, well, stuff falls down. It does, but your discernment will cut to the point where you'll know, was it something that just happened or was it Loki was responsible? Sometimes you can't tell, but sometimes you can definitely feel this. You know? And I replaced that. I go in, I try to read. Coyote won't leave me alone, so I'm going to bed early, and I'm like, will you guys just shut up? What's wrong with all of you today? And, I'm going to bed, and I hear pinking. Loki knocked both of the butterflies on this halter down for the second time. There's a backup glue dot in the thing, so I get the backup glue dot and I put the butterflies back. And Loki's throwing a fit because I yelled at him. I finally had it. I really yelled at him. And I'm going out. And Loki, how traumatic he gets. He says he hates everything on his altar. And I said, fine. I said, knock it on the floor, break it. I said, in the morning it's going in the garbage. I've had enough of you. And that was not the response he was looking for. And I was like, you really shouldn't have yelled at him. And I said, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm achy. He's taking a joke way too far. And he goes, you know how he gets. I said, yeah, and I'm a human. I said, we're not little machines. And then Odin gets an earful, and I said, we might as well just, shut down like a machine until you want to play with us again, if that's what you... Look, he's really trying to get on my last nerve, and he's succeeding. I said we might as well just shut down like, like a puppet, just like a toy. And then when you want to play with us, you can play with us. I said, why make us to have our own lives if, and usually they're not all in my lap. They're just excited because an event's coming up. I know that. And I'm appreciative that I get to spend so much time with them. But, sometimes they're unreasonable too, and they don't understand. It's like they think we are their toys, and we exist only for them to play with and have fun with. It's like, no, I'm a human being. Go away. The little kitten claws come out. And, I had a really good dream this morning. Couldn't tell you what it was. Got up, felt pretty good. Of course, the damn butterflies are back down. And I said, okay, because it still felt like there was some hurt energy because he yelled at everybody last night. I said, look, if you really don't want these, fine. I think he changed his mind. Maybe he wants other ones, from the bag that's coming in. But I replaced them automatically. I said, if these come down again, I'm going to assume you wanted other ones. That's fine. You changed your mind. Okay, I'm not thrilled because this is the fourth or fifth time I put these up. But okay, fine. And one comes down. And I go over and, I wrote the story for you guys over in the community tab. And I said, look, if you don't want this and this comes down again, you're not going to have this. You can have a replacement when one comes in, but one, And I said, do you want this? And he's like, yeah. It's on a sake bottle. And I said, okay, we'll try putting it back up. And he's that mischief maker wants to make mischief all day. No, it is true that it said in the reviews that these things do come down, but you can tell the difference sometimes between something came down and Loki helped. He does it with his own altars. He gets bored, you're not paying enough attention to him, so he goes and he starts to pick his altar apart like a fox would. It's a toy, so he starts picking up and throwing stuff on the floor. It doesn't happen all the time, or he steals stuff. He steals stuff. That's good too. And I yelled at him. And he not today, but he got yelled at, but so he didn't like that. So today it's kind of like halfway, like I like you, but I'm resentful because I'm not getting enough attention. My brother's getting all the attention, which Odin and I are trying to work on a thing, and Loki knows, but Loki doesn't care. Loki's very self-centered. Loki wants the attention on Loki. Loki's going to get the attention on Loki. If he can't get it on Loki by being nice and cute and adorable, and feels he's not getting his share of the attention, he'll lash out. And that's what all this stuff on the floor was about. It was Loki lashing out at me and saying, "You're not paying attention. I'm going to get mad, and I'm going to get spiteful, and I'm going to act up." And then once he starts, he sometimes can't stop. And it's like he's telling you he wants to stop, and he can't. So the spiteful Loki energy has to run out of the house. And I said, I don't know what you're doing. And in other news, I turned on the classical radio station the other day and I heard about someone that died on their 45th birthday, and I'm like, well, that's cheerful. And 2 days, dudes, 2 days. Well, yeah, 2 days. And I'm reading a book about two people that died in a lightning storm. There's going to be a lightning storm on my birthday. I'm like, are you guys saying I'm going to die in this lightning storm? Because it's supposed to be like in the afternoon, it'll be really hot, so I won't be out there anyways. So I'm like, I'm not going out and playing in a lightning storm. I used to walk in lightning storms. Everybody does in this area because there's so many dramatic storms in the summer that if you stayed in, every time there was a lightning storm, you'd never go outside. Well, 1,000-some people die from lightning strikes every year, apparently. And I'm like, just in this area, people do die from lightning strikes in this area. We're not blessed. 4 or 5 people died X amount of years ago. They were out golfing and they went under a tree, which you should not do, but they went under a tree. Lightning struck the tree and they were all holding their golf clubs, went into those people, killed those people, and I know it's dangerous. You should not be out in a lightning storm, just to be clear, but they will drop out of the sky out of nowhere sometimes too here, and it will be this huge dramatic lightning storm, lightning striking everything within yards of you, and you're just like, well, not yards, like maybe half a football field a length away, but believe me, that's already way too close because you're watching it and you're like, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I'm like, are you telling me I'm going to die from a lightning strike? What are you telling me? So I don't know what's going on. I think I might actually try monetizing this one, even if the length ends up a bit short, just because we've been doing a lot of freebie stuff. I wasn't even going to make anything today, but I thought, well, I'll make you something. I sat down to try to make one, and sometimes you sit down and you're taking the wrong approach. But I'm like, yeah, he was a brat. He's going to be a brat sometimes, and he's going to make you mad. That's a human reaction. It's fine. Sometimes it's cute and endearing, and sometimes you've just been working with him for years, and you have had enough of him. And today is not the day, Loki, and tomorrow ain't looking too good for you either. And that's when he gets spiteful and resentful, and he lashes out. And, thankfully he didn't break anything, though two of the bulbs have already lost, like, one of the settings on them. I said, I don't know if this is the bulbs or this is you, but Loki, really, I'm, like, really close to you being in a box with a free to a good home sign on your neck and being out on the front porch. If we could do that with your gods, I said, you're, like, this close, my man. You're this close. And, Loki, he's like, yeah, well, I'll leave. This image of this little fox, this little stick, and a little kerchief at the end with all of his worldly possession. Oh, leave! I was like, okay, leave, go. My mother used to say that to me. Used to threaten to run away from home as a child, because you're a kid, you're a brat, and you want to do something. It's why Loki loves children, because he can relate. And your parents won't let you. And I said, I'm going to run away from home. And my mother was sarcastic as all get out, so she got a handkerchief and she says, "Put your stuff in here, whatever you fit in here, and you tie this on a stick. You run away from home. Bye bye." Of course, I cried my eyes. But anytime I would do that, my mom would do that, and I always start to cry and think she didn't love me. But looking back now, I see why she did it, because I was being a brat and I was out of control. We all think we were great kids. No, I was being a brat and I was out of control. So my mom was like, here's the handkerchief. There's a stick outside." One time, she got the stick and the handkerchief and put it in front of me, and she said, "You can either pack this and go outside and, go have a day, have a picnic or something. Or I can take this stick and I can do with it." I don't know what I'd done, but apparently I'd really pushed it. So I don't even know if they'll let me monetize that, but probably not. But Loki can be a brat. Loki can be a brat. I think it's why he loves children, because they're bratty too, and they don't want to listen to the rules. And why can't everything be their way 24/7? He can relate. He doesn't really understand. Tricksters are amoral. They're like a baby. They're like a child. They're like a child that wanders into a store and doesn't understand why that isn't their store now and doesn't belong to them. You know, like, you ever have a kid do that? They don't understand. They don't understand yet why just because they want something, it doesn't belong to them, and they can't just take it. It's like, I've used the example before. Your kid grabs something and runs out of the store full of glee and joy because they love it, and it's the most damn adorable thing, but do you get out your wallet and pay for it, or do you turn it into a learning moment and at least make them bring it back so you can pay for it, or what do you do? One half of you doesn't want to spoil their fun, and that is the most wholesome thing you've ever seen. They're so enjoy, but you figure, yeah, 5 minutes from now it'll be something else. So, it's one of those things where you have to make your choices with Loki, and there are going to be times you're going to be really good, surprisingly good mood, and he's going to make a lot of mischief, and you're going to find it cute and adorable. And there are going to be times when you're going to yell at him, and cards are going to scatter to the four winds. That's fine. You're allowed to yell at him. So I probably can't monetize that because I told you can yell at Loki, but you can yell at Loki. Tricksters need it. Tricksters need it. Tricksters need, yelled at every so often. They can tend to be bratty. They, as gods go, they tend to be the bratty set, and they tend to be the set that doesn't want to listen. And making you mad isn't a special delight. So, every so often, yeah, yelling seems to be the only thing that gets their attention. And they'll, of course, go off and sulk because I truly don't understand why everyone is yelling. I think in the back of their mind, they know. They made you mad because they certainly like making you mad. They know they made you mad, but who cares because they were having fun. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.